Hello and welcome to the Flipping and Wholesaling Houses in New York show. I am Michael Pinter, where I teach you how to start flipping or wholesaling houses in New York. And if you're already doing it, how to grow your business. So this was a big one. It came up over the weekend. Somebody contacted me and they said they heard that wholesaling houses in New York is illegal. So let's talk about what that means. Let's even talk about what wholesaling is. And let's get into this. This might take a little longer than usual. First of all, wholesaling means you go into contract with a seller on with an assignable contract, and you would then assign the contract to another cash buyer. That's what you're doing. It's no different than going on eBay, finding some great deal, finding something, and then finding another buyer, selling it on eBay, and just having them ship it right there, in my opinion. You're buying something and you're selling something. There's nothing illegal about it, anywhere. No such thing as it being illegal. That's number one. What people say is that in some states, I think Illinois, maybe Wisconsin, it's required to have a real estate license to do it. So let's talk about what that means. In New York, it's not required, so you don't need it in New York. So a couple of things. First of all, if anybody tells you that it's illegal in general, it's illegal in New York, never ever speak to that person again. If it's an attorney, just understand that attorney doesn't know anything. Maybe he's a personal injury attorney. Maybe he's some kind of other attorney who just doesn't know anything about real estate. If someone told me it was illegal, I honestly would discount that guy's opinion about everything. That's number one. Number two, what does it even mean illegal? So there are certain things you need to have a license for in New York. If you want to open up a food truck and park it in Manhattan, you need a license. Now, if you opened up a food truck and you didn't park and you didn't have a license, the cops would say, hey, where's your license? You go, I don't have one. They go, please come back with a license. Nobody's arresting you, right? There's nobody going to jail for wholesaling. No one's going to come to you and say, I'm sorry, sir, you're under arrest for wholesaling a house. Never would happen. Maybe they'd fine you for doing something that you might need a real estate license with, but it's not required in New York. Now, a couple of things. First of all, I'm licensed in New York. I'm a licensed broker, and I can recommend to anybody doing this business to get licensed. That's number one. It's not required in New York, but if one day they require a license, have one. It's easy to get, and it helps you out in three ways. Just a quick recap of the three ways that being licensed helps you. Number one, it gives you access to the multiple listing service, which is the best way to comp out properties. Number two, you can list your own properties, even wholesale properties. You're allowed to, if the situation warrants it. And you can get more buyers that way. And the third thing is you're going to meet a lot of sellers who probably just should list, and you should take their listings. Okay, but everybody should be licensed. So that's number one. So the only way it could be illegal is if you don't have a license and they change the laws and say they require a license. It's not required right now. But the idea that this is some kind of terrible thing where you're going to go to prison for is ridiculous. In the worst case, if they change the law in New York, which it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon, you'd be doing something that you need a license with that you are not licensed to do. That's it. So it's not criminal in any way. So I need to be very clear that wholesaling houses in New York is not illegal. Flipping houses obviously is not illegal. Buying a house, fixing it up, and selling it, not illegal. These things are not illegal in any way, shape, or form. And anybody who tells you they are illegal, I would discount anything they say probably for the rest of their lives, because it just shows a complete ignorance. Maybe they saw something online. I can tell you that what happens a lot is that attorneys have no idea what wholesaling really means and have never assigned a contract in their life. And I'm talking about attorneys who specialize in real estate. I would say less than 1% of all attorneys that practice real estate as their primary focus in their legal profession have never assigned a contract in their life. They know what it means. They learned about it in law school, but they've never done it. So you need to use an attorney who's done it. That's important. So I want to make it clear, there's nothing illegal about wholesaling. Even if you're in Illinois, maybe Wisconsin, other states that require a license, just go get a license and then do it. That's it. There's nothing illegal about it. I don't do anything illegal. I try not to do anything illegal in my whole life, and I would never do something illegal and get on and post it on Facebook and YouTube every single day that if it was illegal. But if anybody has any questions about that, please put comments in. I really appreciate the comments. If you want to know how I can help you with your business, go to howtoflipnewyork.com. If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe. If you like these videos, please click like. But just to reiterate, wholesaling houses in New York or pretty much almost any state is not illegal. And the worst case in some states, you just need to have a real estate license to do it. That's it. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this was helpful.